This is Frostpunk. You've never heard of it, I assume.
I have heard of Frostpunk.
Oh, what do you know about it?
Nothing.
Okay, well, this is what it is. It's a game, it's pretty much like SimCity in a post-apocalyptic scenario. Everyone's trying to survive, and we're living in a crater, and everything's freezing because the sun is being blotted out.
By what?
By being cold. The sun got cold, and now everything's cold. So now we are managing 80 people right now. We've got 50 workers, 15 engineers, and 15 little children. And we need to gather some coal to keep warm, so I'll send out
the children.
People. Nope, these are workers. Workers.
No, send
engineers.
the children.
I'm not going to send the children.
The children have to earn their keep. You send the children.
That's an option later in the game, but right now, the workers are out there. Workers are going to go gather coal. Go out there, workers, and the engineers can grab some steel, and some workers can go over here. There, everyone grab me resources. I need resources.
Wow, you're just demanding things of people right away, aren't you?
I have to. They need coal to survive, and they need homes. Right now, they're all homeless. We got 80 homeless people here because we ain't got no tents. So everyone go out there and do stuff. We could enact child labor laws, or we could send children to the shelter.
Make the children work.
To work you shall go, you little infants.
If you're old enough to walk, you're old enough to work.
You're gonna eat my food. You're gonna cook my food too. We toil all day, and other kids have to work too.
Shut up, Nora. Why don't you screw off?
Kids should be learning, not working.
Julian, if you want to be warm, maybe you should, I don't know, work instead of complaining about the children. It's fine. The children will only work 90-hour work weeks as opposed to the 120-hour work weeks that you all have to work.
A little too brutal, but also very true. Everyone's going around and gathering resources now, and we can speed up the time because it's going to take all day. It's taking some time, all right. We can see we got day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4, and then it's going to really drop. Temperature's going to drop significantly, really cold.
Look, they're carving out the snow.
Oh, they want me to turn the generator on? They want some shelter. I'll provide shelter for everybody, which just means I gotta build, 8 tent areas. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and... You didn't gather enough wood, you chumps! I can't build you shelter if you don't gather materials for me!
But I'm cold!
Oh, complain.
I'm cold!
That's all
I want
you
a
do.
shelter, and I don't want to work for it!
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, pansy.
Well, congratulations. 70 of you have homes now, and 10 of you have to sleep out in the streets. And, yep. They're happy that they have homes, and some of them don't.
Those aren't homes, those are just sticks.
They're building the homes. They're working on it.
I do like that it actually kind of carves out the snow as they start doing more and more stuff near it.
Maurice Mason, I'm going to rename you. I'm going to have a particular affinity for you. I'm going to call you... I would pick a random name. We'll call you Zach.
Oh, why?
And we'll see if Zach lives a happy and hearty life.
Well, you have to name one of the children Mike and then kill him.
Why would I do that?
Because he doesn't deserve to live. Who was that one that was complaining about stuff?
They all complain about stuff.
Well, there was that one woman that was complaining about things. Make her do the hardest work.
The heating is off. Yeah, okay, I'll turn on the heater. Probably should do that so you don't die. There you go. You got a heater, and now you've got basic heating. How's it looking? Oh, your homes are so comfortable. Well, now they're complaining they want food. I'm sorry, one issue at a time, please. I built you homes. Most of you.
Why don't you just eat all the coal that you were supposed to be harvesting?
Yeah, actually, they did gather me a lot of coal. It'll power it for about 3 days. But I don't got no trees, so tomorrow, I guess, I'll finish building you homes and also hunting stations.
I would be a terrible leader for a post-apocalyptic scenario because I would just scream at people for whining.
I've played this game about 3 or 4 times, and I've always reached some point where I make one wrong move. I turn off the generator at the wrong time, and it completely screws everything up. And I'm like, I could continue with this severe penalty, but I'll just restart. And so I just keep on restarting and restarting. New laws. What are we going to do to adapt? I guess... Trying to keep people alive, because we do have ill people. Do we want to try and sustain life, or do we want to have radical treatments? If we have radical treatments, then 30% of our gravely ill will become amputees, but they won't be clogging up medical posts.
Well, what does the other one do?
This one keeps them alive, and they'll be clogging up the medical posts, and they'll be more of a burden. So,
radical treatment.
This is less of a burden, but there will be more amputees, and they are going to need care.
Nobody's going to get injured. It's fine.
I'm sure. gather me some trees so I can finish building you some tents. There we go. Now you all have homes.
I just hope they don't cut my leg off.
Oh, don't worry, I'll get to that. And here is a medical tent so you can all be happy and healthy.
Well, now you probably don't have to have the children work anymore.
Oh, I need them all working right now. They're all gathering resources for me. A child is injured at work. I could scold this kid for being careless, but we'll give him... Do I want to give this kid a day off? Because it might inspire other children to be careless to take the day off.
Give them a day off, and if they start being careless,
We'll throw them into the incinerator.
execute the one you gave the day off to.
That's a weird penalty. What if it's not him?
Well, he'll be the example.
Oh, jeez. I can't gather the frozen trees right now. I need to have a lumber mill for that.
How are you supposed to get a lumber mill if there's no wood? You need wood to make a lumber mill.
I've got wood crates here. I need them to dismantle the wood crates so I can build research posts so I can figure out how to build a lumber mill to take down these frozen trees, which I can use to make an even bigger thing that can carve out trees from the ice. Just dig deeper into the ice. But I've never gotten to that point because I've always reached a point where everyone screwed up or I screwed up. I screwed up. That's just... Admit it, I've made a mistake and everyone
Well, I think
dies.
you have enough coal, so you can probably have them stop mining coal.
Yeah, I've got coal for about 6 days, and I'm about at capacity at this point. But I just love having coal so much. Shelter promise fulfilled. So everybody has a home. You're welcome.
Hooray! And everyone's content.
For now.
Until they decide that they're mad at you about something.
Until they're not.
Here, I'm
content.
gonna play the part of one of the villagers for a second. Are you ready?
Oh boy.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
It's cold outside, and there's a roof over my head, and it keeps me warm, and now I'm too warm!
Thanks for the update. I appreciate your input.
I'm mad that it's warm out!
Guards, execute this one, please. They're mad at a lack of medical care because we have 5 sick. Well, oh, that's right. I built a medical post, but there's nobody running the medical post. My bad.
You might need to send some
Oopsie-poopsie.
engineers there.
Yeah, I can't have the children working the medical post. I could try, though. What seems to be the problem with you? I prescribe a lollipop.
I prescribe some sunshines and happiness.
And the guy just slaps him.
We don't have any of that here.
I'm suffering from alcohol withdrawal!
All right, we have reached capacity on coal pretty much, so everyone else just run the medical post at maximum efficiency and keep gathering me wood, please. And a hunter's hut right here. So now we can get people to gather some food, and we'll have a cookhouse so you can cook said food. It's free time now, so everyone should be off relaxing, except there's construction to do, so you have to spend your free time working.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's no such thing as free time when you have to build a hunting lodge.
Exactly. Someone's got to build it. It's going to have to be you folks. Thank you.
But to tell you what, the upper echelon is definitely not going to build it. They're going to sit in the hunting lodge and wait for the hunting lodge to be finished built.
There is no upper echelon. We're all the same here, except even the children. The children are the same too. A protective mother has refused to let her daughter go to work. No, I won't make an exception. All hands on deck. Everybody's got to work. In fact, I'm going to pass a labor law that says all children have to work the dangerous jobs. My finger's over it. I'll do it. I'll do it if you complain one more time.
But I don't want my kids to work!
Shut up, you. I'm building a care house. You're lucky I have to build a care house first. Otherwise, I would be putting your kid in the mines. And I would build a care house right now, except I don't have any wood still. Still don't have enough wood, folks. On the plus side, we have no discontent at the moment. Only one person is sick, and we have plenty of hope. So, there we go. They just gathered me some wood. We'll build a care house somewhere.
What's a care house do?
It takes care of the gravely ill, which we don't have any of yet, but we might in the future.
It's not adjacent to a street.
Oh, that's right. I'll have to build a street. There we go. There.
Oh, that's how you build streets?
Yep, I just gotta build a street. It takes lumber, and it feels like I've been lacking that. Oh, there we go. They're happy that I built a care house like I promised. Hope rises. Oh, I'm doing great right now.
But I'm so tired and it's cold and I can't feel my fingers!
Oh, if you think it's cold now, just wait till about 20 minutes from now and the temperature drops significantly. You are going to be so frigid. Oh, and people are hungry. Don't worry, I got my children cooking up the food. We're down to 120 food rations, so we're good for now, and until it gets more severe. In fact, we should probably get more people out there hunting, so we'll build their hunting lodge.
I think, honestly, having the kids work in the kitchen is probably one of the better places to put them.
Yeah, until they spill some burning food on top of them.
Oh, God, did you ever see those, like, commercials from Canada?
Yes, I know exactly.
Oh, my God! I'm glad you know what you're doing, because I'm terrible at these resource management games.
This took me quite some time. I did figure it out eventually.
Well, I mean, you always like the resource management games. I'm not very good at them.
I do enjoy them, yeah.
Oh, wait, hang on. We got another villager coming up.
Where? What?
We got another villager coming up.
A villager coming? You mean this guy right here?
Yeah, I'd like to complain about the hunting lodge that
Yeah.
you were just starting to build.
Yeah?
I had a very lovely view of the snow from my tent, and now there's a piece of wood in the way. And I can't see it anymore. And I want to know what you're going to do about it.
Well, let's check the weather forecast. Everything is cold and freezing right now, so I'm gonna do nothing. I'm gonna do
What
nothing
about my view of the snow?
I'll tell you, you can just lie face down in the snow and die, and you'll have plenty of.
I hope you resign.
Not bloody likely, although I might get ousted soon. There we go. We have a workshop, so we
Probably
can.
need to build a road to it.
Yes, we do. There we go. And we'll add a little side road here so it's more convenient to get to. Not that I need to do that for you. You should be thanking me. By the way, how's Zach doing anyway? Let's see. He's very low risk of getting ill. His biggest concern is his cold home. He works at the hunter's hut. Zach, you're a hunter. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised in the slightest.
I have children? Get rid of those children. I don't have those.
You have a spouse named Mary Mason.
My spouse is not named My spouse is not named Mary. Wow, that was hard to say. Try saying that 3 times fast.
My spouse is not named Mary.
Yeah.
My spouse is not named Mary. My spouse is not named Mary.
Faster.
You've got Luis, Lucy, and Tim. I don't know why you picked those names. What? Frostbite. Yes, I know, you're cold. I can't do anything about it. Build this for me, so I can research how to build heaters.
Oh, we have another citizen coming up with concerns.
Oh, brother.
Yesterday I burned myself on the heater. I stuck my face directly against it, and now I have 3rd-degree burns on my face. I want to know how you will compensate me for these burns.
Did your hand burn really well? Like, could we use it as a kind of fuel?
He walked away.
Oh, he just yelled at me and walked away?
Yeah, he just yelled at you and left.
Typical politics. Hey,
Have you
we
ever
got...
been to like a city council meeting?
No.
Oh my god, it's just people with insane concerns.
I saw a goose in the park.
Okay. That was it?
Fix it!
Okay, we need to research something very important. A beacon. That's priority numero uno.
What does the beacon do?
We need to get a scouting party out there. We need scouting parties.
How are you gonna melt through? How are you gonna get a scouting party out there?
We're gonna research a beacon, and then we're gonna be able to send out scouts, and they'll be able to cross this disgusting frozen tundra wasteland.
But how? It's so high up.
They'll probably use some rappelling ropes. The hunter's hut. We need people working in the hunter's hut. Sadly, it's too cold to operate the cookhouse. But that's fine, because we have no raw food anyway, because the hunters...
How is it too cold to operate the cookhouse?
Because it's too cold.
It has a stove.
It's negative 40 degrees out there.
So what?
So we can't. Look, it's cold.
You need to tell these people to get to frickin' work.
Time for a new law. What are we going to do today? Emergency shift? We're not desperate yet. Fighting arena? Maybe.
Maybe. Why don't you do soup?
Yeah, we're getting a little low on food reserves. We could have soup or food additives.
What are food additives?
If we have food additives, people will start getting ill, although we will save resources for raw food. We can still make more food.
Mm-hmm.
If we have soup, it's the same thing, only eating soup will cause discontent. So do we want illness or do we want discontent?
We want discontent.
We don't have a whole lot of discontent right now, so we will have soup.
They can deal with the soup.
Everybody gets to eat soup once we have raw food, which we don't have at the moment, but soon you'll be eating soup. I hate soup. All my life it's been thin gruel and empty promises. Anything to calm the growling stomach. Arr, just like in London.
Why did he turn into a...
Yar! I'm cold. Arr, I'm cold. I be cold. This cold weather chills me bone. I'm quite irate. Yar!
Arr, what's a pirate's favorite letter?
Is it C? He loves the C.
You're supposed to do it like you hadn't heard the joke, and now it's ruined.
Is it a P? Because without the P, he's irate.
Why is this one guy going off by himself? He's just going off into the woods to die.
All you fools are taking the normal path. You gotta go up the beaten trail. You know what I say? Ted,
Villager has died of frostbite.
Ted, we're just going to the wood crates. You're not. It's just. Okay, fine, whatever. What's up, folks? A note of thanks. Thank you for building a care house. You're welcome. And this person says, our family is torn apart. Please get scouts out there to find my missing family. Yes, I will do that as soon as I have this thing researched. And then I build the beacon, and then I send out the scouts.
We'll do what we can.
We'll do our best. In the meantime, keep gathering coal and wood for me because I'm going to need all of that. Actually, it's a free time right now. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to take the heater and I'm going to put it into overdrive, which will heat all of your houses. You're so happy, right? You're so grateful. I'm going to burn through our coal reserves pretty quickly so don't get used to it.
Now it's too hot!
So discontent is down. They're still cold at work, but they can come home to a nice warm home, at the very least.
Well, a nice warm tent.
Yeah, tent.
Well, we're doing fine, all things considered.
At least we're alive. Not everyone's so lucky. Yar! A resource depot. We should probably get one of those up to store some of our resources. We don't need it to be warm, so we'll put it here. This is going to be the cold corner. I've realized that some buildings don't need to be warm, like the resource depot is just gathering resources. Mm-hmm. So put it right here. And this is going to be the cold corner.
You need to build a road to it.
Yes, I do need to build a road to it. We've also got the stockpile. This is where we store stuff. That doesn't need to be heated either.
Uh-huh.
And the hunter's hut, it keeps itself warm because it's well insulated with all the bearskin rugs they pull in and everything. So I don't need to worry about these
Well, you're
buildings.
in the UK. How are there bears?
I'm not in the UK. Actually, I am exactly in the UK because they call themselves Londoners, don't
Yeah.
they? Well,
There's no bears?
beavers then. Beavers
Are there
are
beavers?
they're platypi.
I
Whatever animal is
definitely
native.
don't think there's platypuses.
Humans! The humans you killed on your hunting
The
expedition.
human skins.
Yes.
Yes. This one was Italian. He's very hairy.
Okay, have you researched? You have not researched a beacon yet. Alright, fine.
You're 28%.
Get to work, everybody! I need that beacon now!
That means you, Menendez, get back to work!
People named Menendez are always lazy. And that's not
Wow! That was racist.
No, I don't have any problems with that particular race, just that particular surname. Okay, time for a new law. Everyone's crowding around. Oh god, what now? We're gonna have a cemetery! You're all so happy to have a cemetery, because I'm sure some of you are gonna die soon.
Why don't you, instead of having a cemetery, why don't we just have a place where we dispose of bodies?
Oh, we could have had the corpse disposal where they dump their bodies in the snow, but that really makes people unhappy.
Oh, well...
It's good for in the future, I guess, if you want to use their limbs as like organ transplants or something, but I think in the short term it's better to just have a cemetery where people can dump their bodies. And again, we don't need to heat the cemetery, so in the cold corner it goes.
I'm mad that you took my dead uncle and you buried him in the cemetery.
Oh no, he wasn't dead. It's better this way.
I demand you resign.
The beacon has been researched. Good news. Beacon? We can build the beacon. Good, we'll do that. Build a beacon right now.
I'm angry about your stance on homosexuality.
I don't have a stance on it. Are you angry that I don't have a stance on it?
Yes!
Okay, well, you're gonna have to keep being angry because I don't care. Beacon goes in the cold corner. We don't need to heat the beacon. Probably needs a road to it too. And what are we gonna research now? Let's see. Faster gathering, heating.
Sawmill.
Sawmill is not a bad choice. I have run out of wood several times when playing this, so research a sawmill right now.
Is your heater still running on overdrive?
Yep, it's still in overdrive, which it's in the work time. We don't need to do that, so we just turn that off. Thanks for reminding me. And people are a little unhappy that it's cold at home, but it's fine because they're not at home right now. They're at work, so shut up. And we have just finished building the beacon. We have got enough people here to... hurry up and build the road so I can operate it, please. I need to build it.
We walked here, there's already a road.
No, a path in the snow does not constitute a road. I need a proper... Go out there and grab some bricks and build me a road. And we have our beacon. We got a scouting party, which they don't actually ride the balloon, so I'm not entirely sure why we needed to do that. Maybe they do travel in the balloon. I always assumed they walked across the snow, but that would take a long time, so I guess they travel by balloon, all 30 of them?
Hooray!
Okay, cool. Well, first I have to build a scouting party, so right here, new scouting party, and you guys get to go try and find our lost expedition. So go out and do that, and back to managing everyone's complaints.
Yeah, yesterday I ate a piece of fruit and it was gross.
Where'd you find fruit?
That doesn't matter. What matters is
No, it does matter.
I ate the fruit and it made me sick.
Hey, Tim, strap him to the chair. I need to find this information right now.
When I say fruit, it was really more of like a frozen turd.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and let him go. He's just crazy. Cookhouse is inoperable, but...
Why is it still inoperable?
Because it's too cold out. Give me like 20 more minutes and the temperature will rise.
God, they just want to complain about everything, don't they?
One of our people is facing death, but he's refusing amputation. He keeps screaming that he doesn't want anyone to touch his leg and he won't change his mind, even though the gangrene will kill him in a matter of hours.
Cut off his leg!
No complainers allowed! Really? Are we gonna do that? Okay. Amputation. Forced amputation. Against the will. We're not even gonna use anesthetic this time. We're just gonna be jerks about it.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't let anyone touch his leg.
Yep. And we're almost out of the cold streak, so
Well, you're gonna run out of coal soon.
6 days. We got 6 days worth of coal. We'll be fine.
Oh, that bar looked a lot smaller.
Well, it does look smaller because I just expanded capacity. I can store a lot more.
Oh.
Because I have run into the problem that I've had this quite a lot, where I reach maximum capacity on coal and I got nowhere to store it. But it won't be a problem with this resource depot.
Man, life would be so much easier if you could just kill people that you didn't agree with.
I don't think that's a... Wait. Oh, Zach. Zach is out of the city. Zach, I didn't realize you had volunteered for that search party.
Yeah, man, I'm sick of hanging around here. I don't like listening to you.
Well, I'm not doing anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm listening to the people complain. Are you sick of listening to that too?
Well, when I said that, I was actually sick of the people complaining.
Ah, okay.
So I decided to leave the city for a while. Kind of get out, see the world, clear my head.
Yeah, you got tired of me running everything at the coldest possible temperature. You go home to a chilly tent.
Hey man, it's not your fault. It's just cold outside.
And then you go out to work on the cold steel wreckage. Actually, I had you working in the cookhouse, and I had you working at one of the hunter shacks. I didn't realize you had volunteered. That's why there was one person missing out of the. Okay, that was you.
Yeah, I left.
Okay, maybe
You
next
didn't
time.
get the memorandums I wrote?
No, leave a note next time.
I did. I left like 12 of them.
Peeing in the snow is not a note.
We can keep going like this for a while, I'd say.
Scouts have reached the lost expedition.
Hooray!
Zach, what'd you find?
I found this fruit.
You found survivors.
And the survivors, yeah.
I think that's a more notable thing to say, that you found the survivors. We were looking for the survivors. We weren't looking for fruit.
Oh, I thought you sent me out here to find the fruit.
Did you find fruit?
No.
So you just found survivors.
Yeah.
Okay, well, do you want to escort the survivors to the city, or do you want to send them back and keep exploring? If you send them without escorting them, you'll be free to explore, but some of these guys might die.
I'll bring them back.
Okay, I look forward to seeing you when you get here.
Alright.
I guess Mike out because we were talking over the radio. It's warmed up a little bit. It's still negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit.
Balmy negative 22.
Oh, yeah. It's, compared to the negative 40 it's been, you guys are happy that it's decent enough. But yeah, not exactly great. But hey, the cookhouse is operable at least.
How is it still... Look how warm the other ones are, and the cookhouse is still so cold.
It's just so poorly insulated. I'm going to have to get my engineers to design some insulation for the cookhouse, because this is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, we're making soup. Everyone's making soup. 5 food rations from 2 raw food, which means a little bit of discontent, but it's negligible. It's fine.
Well, they're also mad at your bad health care.
I've got 13 sick people, and I think I've got maybe 1 or 2 sick beds. Care house has a couple people there. Yeah, I'm working on it. I might need to build a second care house, though. Yeah, I've got 5 people in this medical post, which doesn't seem like a lot. You'd think that since the tents can hold 10, the medical post could hold 10 too, but no, it can only hold 5.
Which doesn't make much sense. Hey, you're 94% complete on whatever it was you were making.
Oh.
Look, that guy's holding up a sheep in that picture.
A sheep?
Oh, wait. Oh, like a dog? Oh, no, that's a woman helping a man.
I don't know why you saw a sheep, but okay.
I saw it as kind of like a weird dog.
The sawmill has been researched. Good, I'm going to need that in about a second. Coal thumper? Maybe. I could have people getting coal out of the ground. Hunter's gear. So our hunters get more food. Because we're still low on raw food. We've gotten a decent amount of food rations, but we could do with a little bit more.
We have plenty of food rations.
Now, what did you build for me just now? Ah, yes, a sawmill. And there are some trees out here, so let's see. Oh, there's some over here or over here.
Don't you have to build the sawmill, like, by trees?
Yes, there are trees right here.
Okay, so build it near the trees.
I'm trying to see the most optimal placement. That'll get these trees. It's got a range on it.
Like right there.
Right there, I think is perfect. There we go. But we're going to have to build a road to it, and it's going to be pretty far away from our heater, so it might be a little chilly.
It's a sawmill.
But people still have to go out there and work in it.
Why can't they build heaters in the sawmill?
I haven't researched that yet. Give me a minute now. Oh, your scouts. Oh, you're back, Zach. You and the scouts are back.
Hey, I came back.
You brought 4 children with you. 4 more little hands to help me out here. Good.
There were 6
Good
children.
And here they are. Oh, it's good to see you guys. It's been so long. I forgot all your faces.
All right, welcome back to the shithole, folks. Get down there and get to work.
Oh, not welcome back. This is their first time.
Welcome to the shithole, folks. Get down there and get to work.
We will look for the others on the convoy, which means it's time for you to get back out there, Zach.
All right, I want to go to a cave.
There you go. Gloomy Cave. 20 hours to arrive. Tell me what you find in the cave when you get back, Zach.
All right, bye. Hey, just so you know, I looked at the weather report, and in 4 days, it's going to get real cold.
Yeah, it's going to drop again, and it was already not exactly heated out here.
Are you kidding? It's balmy.
You keep saying balmy. I have serious doubts as to whether or not you know what that means. It's not exactly
it means
enjoyable.
Warm
No.
and cozy.
No, it's the opposite of that. Oh, I forgot. 36 more hands. Well, we'll just have you all gather resources. We're going to need you all to gather resources, especially the children, because we're going to need all of this coal.
Yeah, send the children to work.
I'm doing that right now. Actually, I'm going to have some of you guys operating the sawmill once you frickin' build it, but I guess we'll wait on that. What are we going to research now? We've
Heaters.
got Steam Hub, which is not bad, and heaters, which allows us to heat individual buildings.
What's the Steam Hub do?
Steam Hub is like a little miniature little hub, so I could have individual heaters so I could crank up the heat in this one building, or I could just have a heater I'll plop down right here and it'll heat everything in a radius, which is useful, although it takes more coal, so I have to be more specific about where I build it, which is why I've been putting all the cold buildings over here, so I can have steam hubs heating up buildings over here and just not worry about these.
Oh yeah, well, let's do that then.
I think I'm going to research steam hubs.
Also, what are these things at the bottom?
Oh, they're problems. We've got more people here, which means we need more homes. Some of them are hungry and some of them are sick. Yeah.
Well, you probably should build some more homes.
We're going to have to build another care house, too. So our problems are going to disappear soon. Our people are getting hungry. Yeah, we're getting a little low on food because we have a few more mouths to feed. But now, you all got homes. You've all got houses to live in. And it's good because... Oh, they're going to be... Yeah, they're chilly right now. And when the cold comes in, it's going to be freezing. So it's a good thing we're researching those heaters. We're going to need them almost immediately. And we've got 17 sick people, but that's okay. I've got 2 care houses. Let's see, we got... yeah, this one right here is livable. And the other one around here is livable as well. Yeah, 2 medical posts. Actually, did I build a care house by mistake? I needed a... Yeah, I built a second care house. I don't need a care house. Tear it down! Build it! I need something different, so tear it down!
Tear down the care house. Good thing there's no one living in there.
I'm living in here.
Get out, old lady! This is my place now!
How dare you! I'll see you hanged for this!
She died 5 minutes later, so don't worry about her not coming back to have you hanged.
Whoops! Snapped her neck! Honestly, by this point in the game, I have lost somebody most of the time because I don't forcefully amputate that guy, but there doesn't seem to be any negative consequences from it, so... Good job, Zach. Making that decision was a good call.
He was just complaining.
No one is here. Our graveyard is empty, which kind of makes me feel bad that I even built it in the first place. I mean, maybe I'm going to do so well we don't have anybody die. Maybe.
Old woman has died.
Oh, that's right. Well, she snapped her neck, but she lives on in spirit. We're just cooking the books a little, so no one's died.
Yeah.
Scouts have reached the Gloomy Cave.
Hey, I'm at the Gloomy Cave.
What'd you find, Zach?
Oh, it used to be inhabited. Also, there's polar bears.
There are bears, polar bears, guarding this cave where people are huddling around. You want to risk attacking the bears to try and rescue these people, or you want to leave them alone? The bears will kill the survivors, but there's no risk to you, and you can keep on going.
What's the other one?
There is a risk to you. I might lose this scouting party, but these guys will survive. And I might get about 30 more people to join the team.
Draw straws. All right, let's risk attacking the bears.
Okay, hopefully Zach doesn't die here. He very well might. I've done this twice, and I've had success 50% of the time.
Uh-oh.
So we'll see. When our scouts attacked the bears, the people in the cave joined them, and they drove the beasts away. The scouts died from their injuries.
I died.
Zach is dead, so...
Did I?
Yeah, Zach is now dead.
Let's see.
Is he buried in the graveyard? No, he couldn't get buried in the graveyard, but... Yeah, he's gone now.
Am I? Are you sure?
Yeah. Going to rest after the hunt? I guess he didn't die.
No, I stayed back here. I don't know why you said that I went out there.
Oh, I guess a different scouting party went out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, I guess you're happy you didn't join that one, huh?
Yeah, man, I'm really glad I didn't join that one.
I'm terrible at this.
Heard about those bears, and I was like, oh, I'm out.
So this is the end of day 7, pretty much, and I would say it's not been a bad week. It's been a really solid week. We have a team of 111 people here. Nobody's died within our crater. The scout party just died, but everyone else is alive
That's all
still.
that matters.
Yeah. You just gotta look at the numbers. It's a numbers game, and everyone's doing all right. We've got a couple of medical tents. I guess one of the people... what now? A note of thanks. Thank you. Oh, it's the guy who had the amputation forcibly put on him. He says, thanks, I was in terrible pain and blinded by fear, and my choice would have doomed me. I might be without a limb now, but I'll live. It was alright. Okay. You made a good call, Zach. Maybe I should let you run this, because you know what you're doing, apparently.
Only somewhat.
Right now we have 18 people sick. That's really only our negative thing. Bad food and bad health care. Yeah, they're mad about the soup, but that's fine.
We need a better tent.
I need to research better tents, that's true, but...
We need a hospital.
Yeah, I need better care facilities. I got this medical post, which is understaffed, so we'll get a couple more engineers. We'll find the engineers. They're somewhere out there. Where are my engineers? Raise your hand if you're an engineer and I've got you employed somewhere else. But
I'm an engineer!
No, you're not. Put your hand down, Stan. So this is the end of the first week right now, and I think we're doing really good. We've got a sawmill established, so we're gathering this wood, which is...
A what?
Did I say it wrongly?
You said it like a swale mill.
Oh, I do that sometimes. We have a sawmill here, gathering wood, which is good, because I'll need all those wood resources. We've got a decent amount of steel. We've got plenty of coal, which is good, because it's going to be cold soon. We have 111 people, which are all very busy. They're all getting their hands dirty. We got a couple hunters' tents, some care facilities. Our really only negative thing, besides the bad health, the bad health care. We're working on that right now, trying to get the health care up and cure these 17 sick people. And we've got heaters researched. In fact, we've got these 2 tents here, and they're chilly right now, and they're going to be really frigid when the cold weather comes in. So we'll build a couple of heaters to heat these places up. But right now, it's been a pretty good week. Wouldn't you say so?
I would agree.
Yeah, nobody's died. We've got 34 more people on their way. Things are looking up for us. It's not been a bad week at all.